Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, the world's #1 community for brilliant childcare leaders. Each episode will feature interviews with the brightest minds in the childcare industry to guide you into becoming a smarter business leader. Our hosts have opened 10 schools while raising 5 children. They are certified business coaches, best-selling authors, and have personally helped thousands of childcare owners around the world achieve incredible growth. Let's welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, Brian and Carol Duprey.
Welcome to episode 21 of the Childcare Genius Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Duprey, and I'm going to be doing this episode solo today. Carol's a little bit under the weather, but I kind of wanted to do a solo episode as we close out the year. This is an extra episode. It's the last one of the year. We want to thank you for tuning in to the final podcast of 2022. The year is over. Let's start with announcements. Thank you so much for making our first year in business a very successful one. We started out as Childcare Millionaire. We're ending the year as Childcare Genius. We've had some rebranding. We've had some changes. We've had some growing pains along the way, but we're ending the year strong. Our goal was to put out a high-quality product to help childcare owners have access to tools that we did not have when we first started. We felt like we accomplished this goal because we put out more free content than anyone else in our community in 2022. So we're excited about that. We're helping people. We're making free content available, and we're happy, excited. When we began in 2022, we had no plans to start a coaching program. Zero, zilch, nada. We were quite content just doing our podcast. We were going to produce a few courses, maybe, and speak at some events. That's all we wanted to do. But that all changed in May. We had a call from a former coaching client begging me to start coaching her. Her reasoning was simple. She was in a group coaching program and missed the one-on-one coaching that we used to do. She felt she got so much more value out of it. She told me that sometimes only 1 or 2 people would show up in her little coaching group, that she had 8 people in, which really diminished the value of the program in her mind. She felt like most of the time, she felt like a small pea in a big pot. She told me that she never felt she could be 100% honest in the group where she was struggling in business, because these were her friends in the group. She got to know them. And it was almost like peer pressure to not bring up anything negative. Sort of like on Facebook, when all your friends are only posting positive stuff. Well, in the group, everybody tells the good stuff, but nobody wants to kind of talk about the bad stuff for fear. And the peer pressure of not wanting those in the group to really know what things in your business is going on, that they're not so perfect, actually is a struggle. And I can remember feeling the same way when I was in a coach group setting years ago. I always felt intimidated by the people that, knew more than me and had more centers than me. And I was afraid to kind of bring stuff that was negative on my business. I was just intimidated. And that's what can happen in a group coaching setting. And I know I could always count on my one-on-one coaching with my amazing coach, Jessica. And I knew that I could always be open and honest with her. So when Carol and I prayed about what to do once we got this information, the last thing we wanted to do was start a competing coaching program. There's a lot of great programs out there, but the last thing we wanted to do was compete with any of them. So we got our answer. God laid on our heart to focus a business 100% on one-on-one coaching. Since nobody else is doing it, we figured, why not? Why not do something that the marketplace is not doing? We're not competing with anybody. We're doing something completely different. Since nobody offers this coaching, they say, well, why doesn't anybody else offer this? It's not profitable or scalable. So a business can make much more profit putting people in groups. So why do one-on-one coaching when it's not profitable or scalable? So Carol and I have always been more focused on helping people than we are on profits. So this was a no-brainer for us. So Childcare Genius University is now open for business, providing one-on-one coaching to childcare center owners around the world. And we're pleased to announce that Carol and I this year are creating the next year, 2023, the Barbara Curtis Memorial Scholarship Fund to help center owners be able to better afford coaching programs. Our goal is to give away $100,000 in scholarships in the year 2023. So Barbara Curtis was my aunt and a big influence on my life. She was a nanny for many, many years, and she absolutely loved children, even though she had none of her own. She was my big sister growing up, and this is an honor and a privilege for me to offer this scholarship. Coaching scholarships of up to $2,000 will be available for those that qualify. So to apply or for more information, just send me an email directly, brian@childcaregenius.com. For those of you that are currently struggling, or currently, for those of you who are currently in a coaching program and you're still struggling and need more in-depth one-on-one coaching, we do offer private coaching services to people in other coaching groups. We have many people that take advantage of this. And we have openings in our calendar to help just a few more. So if you need one-on-one coaching and your current coaching group does not provide it, but you still like the camaraderie of your coaching group, send me an email, brian@childcaregenius.com. I'll be here to help you. I want to do a one-on-one with you, and I want to be able to help you grow your business. And we do have another announcement, and we're excited about this too. From this point forward, 100% of the profits from all of our books, 100% of all 6 of our books is going to go to the Wounded Warrior Project. Carol and I are both military veterans. This charity is near and dear to our hearts. You know, seeing people come back missing limbs or brain injuries or traumatic brain injuries, or sometimes those invisible injuries that you just don't even see with PTSD, or they call it now PTS. Those are wounded warriors and they need our help. And Carol and I have been supporting this charity for years. We're going to donate 100% of our book royalties of all 6 of our books from this point forward to that. And I'd like to thank the publisher of my first 2 books for continuing to honor our book contract so we can get this money into the hands of our deserving wounded warriors. So coupling that money with our royalties from our other 4 books will make for a very large donation to this very worthy charity in 2023. The last person I want to thank is my wife, Carol. I kind of enjoy doing the solo because I get to brag about her. And you don't get to see, she doesn't do some of the one-on-one coaching. I do most of that. We do work with couples together, but she works so hard behind the scenes. She still runs our company. She does a lot of work with our rental properties. So she is the hardest working woman I know. I love her so much. She's the most beautiful woman in the world. I get to wake up next to the most beautiful woman in the world every single morning, and I'm the luckiest guy on the planet. And every night at 7:00, we hold hands for 2 hours, and we watch some television shows that we like. We unwind, and 6 or 7 weeks a year, we're sitting on a beach, and we're talking about you. We're talking about our one-on-one clients. We're talking about our podcast best. We're talking about you as the listener, how we can help you and make your lives better. She's so giving and so understanding. And I wanted to share with you this phrase that we keep. We both have this on our desks, and we have one by our TV, so we look at it every night. It says, "We may not have it all together, but together we have it all." And I hope that you will take this time at the end of the year to think about your significant other, your spouse, your partner, the person who makes a difference in your life, and think you guys are better together. You may not have it all, or you may, as it says, you may not have it all together, but together you have it all. So I want to thank Carol for being so selfless, for hanging on to me for almost 32 years, being the best wife, the best business partner. We've been through richer or for poorer, and we had a lot more poorer than we had richer in our 31 years. We've been through sickness and we've been in health. And she has cherished me, and I've cherished her for 31 years. And in 2023, we are going to work our little tails off to make sure that everybody who's listening is getting great value, improving your childcare centers, making it better for your team members, your staff, making it better for your children. Our mission is to provide such amazing content, better than anybody else in the world. We definitely do not want to be the biggest. No, do not want to be the biggest. We just simply want to be the best, providing the best value, and the only place you can go for dedicated one-on-one coaching, which is, to me, is the absolute best, where I'm going to know your business inside and out. And we're actually going to do a lot of site visits. You want us to come visit your school, give us a call. We'll do that as well. We'll spend time with you. If you're having problems working in your lane, husband and wife, you're having arguments, we could work with you as well. We specialize in that, helping couples work together in business. Whatever you want, we could help you with. We thank you for listening to the Child Care Genius podcast and being dedicated. We thank you for purchasing our courses, joining our Child Care Genius University. We have some exciting things in 2023 we haven't announced yet. Be looking. We're probably going to have a live meeting in 2023. We're working on that now. Just throwing a little teaser out there. So be looking for the announcement on that. We'll be selling tickets to that if it comes to fruition pretty soon. So it's going to be a great year. And again, we want to thank you for listening. So we'll conclude this episode 21 of the Child Care Genius podcast, the last episode of 2022. The time you listen to this, it'll probably be very close to 2023. So thank you for taking time out of your busy day to spend just a little bit of time with me. Happy New Year, everybody, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you for listening to the Childcare Genius podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a future episode. Don't forget to visit our website at childcaregenius.com to see a list of services we offer to help your childcare business grow. Until next time, thank you for being a part of the Childcare Genius community.